Okay, here's a really nice tract at Timber Shoals Ranch. This is 3 acres. This is tract 17. Drone was acting a little funky that day. It was the middle of winter when we took this, so everything, well, no leaves on the trees. The meadow looks kind of brownish, but you really get a great look at the property in a wintertime drone video, so we're happy to be able to have this. We're flying northerly, so about the south half of the property is meadow. The north half is that nice mature timber. The truck is parked on the north end of the meadow. This is one of the special tracts that has direct frontage on the Corps of Engineer line at Bull Shoals Lake. The truck is parked next to a monstrous pine tree. Just a beautiful pine tree right there. The timber is primarily hardwood, but I mean there are some pines, there are some cedars. Just a really nice property. The meadow itself is gorgeous. So whether you choose to build in the meadow or back in the timber, you've got some nice options. About 145 feet of direct frontage on the take line at Bull Shoals Lake. So I mean, what that means is you can physically walk from your property right into the Corps of Engineer land and right down to the lake. So when you have direct frontage on that Corps of Engineer land, you have access to that not only for the lakefront miles of frontage, but also you can use that Corps of Engineer land for recreation and for hunting. So it gives you hundreds of acres of hunting land directly adjoining your property, similar to having frontage on the National Forest. So slowly moving northerly. Like I said, with the wintertime drone video, you can't hide anything. So I mean, you can see that this is basically, the north half is basically covered with good timber. This is primarily large timber. The trees that you see that are down, the few trees, those are normal forest downed trees. They are not logged trees. Now there's Bull Shoals Lake. That's specifically a state line cove on Bull Shoals Lake. The water was murky, or it appeared to be murky from the air at least, because it had rained heavily a few days before, and that stirred up this this particular section of the lake. Normally the water looks a lot clearer than that. That's State Line Cove right there. That's one of the places we've put in a pontoon boat and put in jet skis by taking the trail that's north of the property. You can check out the listing for details on that. As we pan toward the south, we're looking over at Timber Shoals Ranch. And at the southern side of the peninsula, way down there, is the Sandy Beach area, which is another place that we've put in a pontoon boat or a jet ski, and you can check the map for details on that. So now we are looking to the south. We're basically looking into the sun as it was beginning to set, so that's why everything looks so dark. By the way, if you purchase the property, we'll be more than happy to get you a summertime drone video in the summer, so you can really see it in all its splendor. But this is a great way to see the topography. By the way, the property has beautiful topography, basically flat in the meadow, and slopes down gently, I believe, when you get into the timber, and then back up again. There's kind of a draw that runs diagonally through the timbered area. Multiple building sites. I mean, just gorgeous, gorgeous property. Very few tracts out here that have a meadow. This happens to have that nice section of meadow as well as the nice section of mature timber. I mean, just a really great private tract. The wildlife love it out here, specifically on that meadow. We see deer all the time. Fantastic. So now we're basically over the north side of the property, looking northerly at the Corps of Engineer land and at Bull Shoals Lake. Very short walk through the Corps land down to the lake, where you can, I mean, you can literally bring your fishing pole, walk down to the lake, snag a couple fish, and go back and fry them up on your property. And it's one of my favorite things to say lately, because it's just so neat to have property with frontage on the Corps of Engineer land. So check out InstantAcres.com to see if this property is still available, or you can give us a call in the office, or you can email us at sales@InstantAcres.com, and we would love to chat with you about this property if it's still available. If not, maybe we have something else that you'll love almost as much.